in all the syntaxes here. Third one we are going to talk about. Next, another function is called what? Zeros function. Zeros function. Fourth one is called ones function. Ones function I am going to take up. Once. Next I am going to talk about. Fifth one I am going to talk about. Full. Full function I am going to talk about it. Full function I am going to talk about it. Sound better madi strain అవుతుంది. Okay. So now I'll go to full function. Full of. Next I'm going to take about sixth one. Sixth one I'm going to take about it. Zeros of, ones of, full of. Next I'm going to take about linspace. 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 Seventh one we are talking about identity. Identity we are explaining. Now eighth function we are talking about I function. I. Ninth function we are talking about H stack. H stack. Tenth function we are talking about V stack. V stack. So with this, I can say Ndarray object, you can create this many ways. You are happy. And you are happy. So let me see online students. So students are less today. Even offline students also less. Where they went? Huh? Where they went? Something she say. No? Going to home? Right. So where they went? Right. So come to the point of it. You also coming tomorrow? Are you coming? Who is not coming tomorrow? Raise your hands. Who is not coming tomorrow? Raise your hands. I am also raising. Who is not coming? Who is not coming? Raise the hands. Okay. So, okay. So, Manoj, WebEx classroom link not available for 10th. Join. We joined on 9th Jan. Manoj, WebEx classroom link was not available for 10th Jan. We joined 9th Jan. So, admin need to take care about that. Take care about that. So, next, we'll go for next. This is one stage of the object creation. Next, I'm going to create another one. In the Numpy module, there is a random module is available. Random module. And Numpy, in that there is one more module called random. Under that, we are talking about the 11th part of it. We are talking about randint. We are talking randint. 12th one, very, very important. Rand n. Rand n. 12th, 13th, normal. Have you seen about, do you know normal distribution? Normal distribution in statistics. Do you know normal distribution? 10th class, 9th class. Don't know? Don't know normal distribution? Statistics don't know? Don't know? Screen is not visible, sir. Board is not visible, sir. Statistics is there or not? Frequency distribution, class interval, standard correlation coefficient. All those things are there. But what is the use of that? Now we are learning over there. Forget, huh? Okay. No problem, students. I'll explain it. Next is called RAND. RAND I will explain. Next I will go for 15th. I'll explain uniform. Uniform distribution. Do you know uniform distribution at least? Don't know uniform distribution? You know? Who knows? Raise your hands. Huh? So what do you know? That is not working. I will explain. Next is called 16, which we call it as what you know. Choice. Choice. We are going to. 17th, we are going to use it. Shuffle. We are using shuffle. These many ways are there to deal with the Ndarray object. I can tell one or two, like a YouTube, Xtube, YTube, ZTube, like. Because of that, nothing will come to you. And everybody will ask this type of, these questions they will ask you. Right. So, Rohit. Some are coming in machine learning, sir. In out in our BTech. Okay. So these things we are going to see practically in the class, and random is going to be asking very frequently in interview point of view. Now I want to talk about one by one with a pure programming now. So I want to go for what? Array of. Now I want to go for array of. What is the significance of array of? I want to go for discussing in the class. So let us talk about the first one. So there is no hurry at all, students. We are learning how to create an object of ND array to store the data of 1D, 2D, and then ND. After learning how to store the data in different formats, then we'll do the operations on it. Understanding? So first function is called what? Array of. So let me start about what is the syntax of this ND. What is the syntax of this array? Now I'm going to talk about the syntax. What is this now? Variable name is equal to numpy dot array of taking here called object comma d type. I am going to write it d type. This is a syntax. This is called the syntax of the function. What is this object represents here? This object represents any Python traditional objects. Any Python traditional object, this is students. Any traditional Python objects. How many traditional Python objects I said already in the class? 14. Those 14 objects you will pass here. And then D type also I will explain in the class. Today we are going to learn as a part of this array. And what is the purpose of this array? I'm just writing the functionality. The array function or this function is used for this function is used for converting 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 traditional Python objects, traditional Python object into 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 ND array object. ND array object. In simple word, whatever the data is available in traditional Python object, we are directly getting into what? ND array. Directly data is not coming in ND array. Please remember that. Data will be coming always in Python traditional object. That we are converting into which type? ND array object. So here variable name represents which type? ND array. Here variable name represents an object of class numpy dot ND array. Numpy dot ND array. So let me go to the example part here. So let us start the Google. There is a Jupyter notebook, browser based IDE it is. It is a browser based IDE. So keep in mind, to work with this kind of Jupyter notebook, you must have internet connection. So go to this place. Here I am going to write it. Come on, already new. So I already said you how to download this, and you installed. I hope so. Now say new and go to this place. It is going to open the cell like this. What is an extension of the Jupyter notebook file name? IPYNB. There I need to write it. I can give my own name to that, just like what you know. Number of approaches, number of approaches to create, to create, to create an object of what? ND array. ND array. ND array. Part 1. I'm going to talk about it. Part 1. So I'm going to talk about the syntax creation now. So as usual, I'll be taking this array function and whose syntax I'm going to carry. So here I'm going to take up import and first numpy as np here. It is written like this. Even I last class I posted this data. Now I want to create an ND array object here. And already said what is the use of this ND array object? To store one dimensional, two dimensional, n dimensional data. So I'll start with the data from beginning of our objects, traditional Python objects. A is equal to 10. What is the type of A? Come on, everybody. Int, good. Int, good. Now I'm going to take it. Now I'm going to take it. Come on to the point of it. Value of A. value of A is equal to comma A, and whose type also I will print it. Type of A. These are all these things you already done in the class very perfectly. So this is going to be called as int type. Now convert which type? Int type into which type? End array type. Now I'm going to take up here only. I will convert it. I will convert it. Here only I will go back to the same cell. I will execute. So here I'm going to take up which type of data. This is fundamental data. Now convert into which type? Convert into type data. Into type data into what object? End array object. Come on, convert. A B is equal to B is equal to, come on, np dot array of A. What is this A is called here? Object. In Python, everything is called object. In Python, everything is an object. Now I am printing. Print of what? Content of what? B is equal to comma B. And the type also I will print. Type of B. I will print a type of B. I am writing here. B type I am printing. Right, done. So students, it is getting printed in the form of what? End array. Try to run it. You are getting fundamental type and it is converted into what? End array. So students, I want to print some attributes will be present in the object B students. Now first time you are going to use it, the word called what? Attributes. Attributes of end array. I'm just trying to write it here. Attributes of end array. Careful. Attributes means don't think it is a very danger or something. If you take complex object in our Python classes, complex object you take it. You take it as in this, which you already everybody aware of it, I think so. A is equal to 2 plus 3j is called a complex object. To get the only real part, I will say complex object dot a variable name called what? Real, which is a attribute present in which object? Complex object. So I shown you the help also in the complex class. This object is available. This attribute is available. P dot what again? A dot what again? I will write imag. Imag, which is also called one of the attribute. So attribute always gives you the information from the object. In simple words, suppose if it is your object, student object, this is which contains your properties, number of the student, name of the student, and marks of the student, and next college name of the student. Number is called 10, XYZ, and marks is called 44.5, and next is called JNTU here. How do you do this now? SO dot SNO. SO dot SNO. SO is an object, dot what here? SNO is an attribute here. SO dot name is called what again? Attribute. These are all called what? Attributes of each object? Student object. Something like that. Ndarray object is containing this following attributes. So I'm writing in the commenting form attributes of attributes of attributes of Ndarray. Attributes of Ndarray. Number one, I will write D type. Number two, I will write ndim, ndim. Number three, I will write shape. Number four, I will write size. Number five, item size. Item size, very, very important. Item size. Remember, students, all these things you remember as a part of full stack developer or when you go to any data science, the compulsory module, which is a backbone for data science, is these three modules Matplotlib, Pandas, and then Numpy. Now, D type. What D type gives you? These are all supposed to be accessed with respect to what? ND array object dot. So these attribute, the above attributes, the above attributes must be accessed, must be accessed with respect to, must be accessed with respect to which attribute, which object? ND array object. ND array object. As what you will write? Come on. ND array object dot. What you will write it? Attribute name. Attribute name you will write it. So D type will give you the data type of the corresponding ND array object. I will tell you what is the D type, you will get it. If it is int type, generally Python says what? Int. C language says what? Int. But internally, C language says what? Int. But internally, that will be taken as what, students? Int 16, int 32, int 32, int 64. It will take like this. What is this 16, 32, 64? Uh, register capacity into 16 bytes, into 32 bits, into 64 bits. Where I was explained this type of 16 bits, 32 bit register, 64 bit register in the bitwise operators. In the bitwise operators, you used to get 16 bit representation, 32 bit representation. Like that, we used to get it. Understand? So, coming to the point of it, 16, 32, and then what? 64. Like that, when you come to the float, it is going to be, this is an official data type of what? C. Int is an official data type of C, but internally they will take like that. And you never bother about these data types. Ultimately, you remember one data type called what? Object, because that is only useful to you. Because irrespective of the data you have, everything treated as which type? Object type. When you come to the float, it will be taken as what, students? Float 32, float 64, like that. Minimum it starts from 32 onwards. So float 32, float 64, into 16, these are all comes under which type? Int type. These are all called what? Float type. These are the internal data types of which language? C language. Are you following me? I'll show you that. Now come to what next? Ndim. It will give you the dimension. It will give you the dimension that I will show you programmatically. Shape, size, one by one I will explain. Item size I may not be explaining today, but I'll explain next moment. In the further classes, I'll explain about the item size. So let me go to the D type I want to print it. So how do you print the D type of it? I will carry this and I will write the D type here. One by one I will write it. Come to the same conversion only. Now I'm writing. Type of it, you got it. Now tell me. Print of, what is this now? Data type of, data type of B. Data type of B. Means value data type present in, value present in B. E dot, what I will write? D type. D type. D type I need to write. D type. So I will write it B dot D type. What is the answer is coming? You see, int 32. See, ma, all of you, no confusion. Type of B is different. Type of value present in ND array is different. B dot D type will give you what? The value type present in ND array. Type of B will give you what? Object type. That is an ND array. Inside the ND array, the values are present. The value type is given by what? D type. Whose outer thing is given by what? Type. Any confusion? Come on. What is your type? All. What is your type? Student. Student. Student dot type. Modu student, clever student, what is that? That is called what? Type of the student. Clever, intelligent, most intelligent, what is that? No, 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 no comments. So D type will give you the value type present in that object. Type of B will give you type of that object. Understood? Well, so asking what is D type? That only I am saying. What is the D type? Mohanty, Pragnadeep Mohanty actually is an intelligent student. I don't know why he is asking that. What are I written here? Attributes of what? ND array. What is the D type? Is an attribute which will give you what? Data type of the value present in the ND array, which is taking so much of severe time. So 10 ND array 10 comma 10.5 comma something like like this I'm writing something like what ABC. ABC I'm writing like this. It is an ND array. What is the type of this? This is called ND array A. A of 0 dot D type I am asking. What is the D type? Int. A of 0 of D type. What is the D type? Float. Come on. 10.5 is called what? But actually, you will not get int and float. You will get as what I said, int 32. Int 32, which is an internal data type of what? C. Because this numpy is written in which language? C language for internally. And this a of 0 is called what it is going to give you. Float 64 is going to come. These are the internal data types of which language? C language. I hope you are following me. So I think you understood the meaning of D type. Are you following me? Next, Mohan, Pragnadeep Mohanty. I hope that you are following. Right. Now I will go to D type of B. You got it. Next, I'm trying to write it. Print off. Come on. Dimension of dimension. Dimension of B is equal to, comma, B dot what? Endim. Come on, fast. Endim. What is the dimension? Come on, how many values I am having? Already one value is there or not? Which dimension? Come on. One dimension. Everybody will feel that it is a one dimension. It is called what? Zero. Zero. First of all, this is zero. This is also very regularly asking question in NASCAM. NASCAM, when they are conducting that NASCAM, it's an examination, online test for Python certified developer. There they are asking this question. Endim. B dot endim. Only one value. There is nothing but what? To access that value, please keep in mind, always in the mind from now onwards. To access that A value, directly you can print the value called B. To access that value 10, no need to use any index. Suppose I am having the value called what? 10, 20, 30, 40. This is assumed that it is an Ndarray object. How do I access the element 20? A of 1. This is known as what? One index you are passing. That is called a one dimension. You are, to access this 30, A of what you are passing to. One index you are passing. That is called what? 1D. Are you following? But here, what is happening? Single element is there. I'll print the single element called what? B only. B only. So it doesn't contain any dimension. What is the dimension now? 0. 0 it is going to contain. Shall I run this code? Run this code. See that it is going to call as what? Dimension of B is equal to 0. Are you following me? Dimension of this B is called 0. This 0 is known as what? No more dimension is present. Because we need not to use any index. We need not to use any index to print the data of 10 like this. Just we can say just B is printed. If you try to write it, B of 0, my dear students, you see, you will be getting as what? Error. You will be getting as error. Why? There is a single element. Single element doesn't contain what? Index. Who will contain index? Which is containing more number of elements. That is containing an index. So an element which doesn't contain index, we are just converting into which type? Ndarray, which doesn't contain anything. That's why dimension is what? 0. So dimension will give you what? Dimension will give you what? What type of rows and columns strategy is present? Do you have any rows and columns here? No. That's why dimension is called what? Right. So what is int 32? Internal data type of C language, which is called what? Int only. What is the 32 represents? It is using 32-bit storage for storing integer data. Float 64 is giving. It is going to be called as what? 64-bit it is using to store my data. Are you following me? Right. Coming to the point of it. Coming to the point of it. Right. Here I'm going to write it. Rishi Sinha. D type of B in my system, I'm getting into 64. While in your system, it is into 32. That's what I said. You need not to worry about that. That is beginning only, I said. Int 32 now, 64 that depends on my configuration of the laptop and all those things. Understanding this? So, int 32, into 64, float 16, float 32, float 64. Doesn't bother about it because C language is platform dependent. It changes from one machine to another machine. Where we used to learn it? In our Python classes only, in the beginning only, I used to tell that in which language features of Python only we used to get what platform dependent and platform independent. So you require the standard knowledge. So if you are belongs to my beginning of the sessions now, you will understand that. Come to next continuation. I'm going to write it. One more thing I'm going to write it. Print of I'm writing here. Shape of shape of shape of B is equal to comma B dot shape. B dot shape. What is the shape? Is it a 2 by 2? Or is it a 2 comma 2 comma 2? Or is it a 1? Come on. Zero dimension means what? There is no shape. There is no shape. The shape will be expressed in the form of a tuple. In the form of a tuple, it doesn't give any shape over there. It doesn't give any shape over there. See the output of it? No shape. Such a type of ND objects are what? Unidimensional arrays we can call. Unidimensional arrays. These are useful in MCQ's point of view. These are useful. Which dimensional arrays? Uni. Uni means what? Single element dimensional arrays doesn't contain dimension, doesn't contain any shape for it. You will come across more about that in my coming examples. Next, size of B, size of B, size of B is equal to B dot what? Size. B dot size. Size will give you what? Number of elements. Number of elements we are going to take it. So there I am going to write it. What is the size of B? One element. This indicates, as Swapnil is saying that int type, as you know already in my class, fundamental data types, int type, float type, bool type, and a complex type, all of them are containing what? Zero dimension, there is no shape, and whose size is called one only. Why? These are all containing what? Single valued things. Single valued things that we already discussed as a part of our Python class. Once you know Python very perfectly, other things are simply dead easy. Under that, if we go to the data types, once you know this fundamental category data type, int, float, bool, all of them are containing which type? Single valued type. They are supposed to contain single data type only, even including str also. Let me do it quickly now. Coming to the point back, a is equal to what now? 2.3. A is equal to 2.3. I'm trying to convert it. I'm trying to print it and I'm converting this entire thing. Converting this entire thing. Carefully try to follow. What is the type? Float type. I'm getting it. Be careful. Understand everything. This is a normal traditional Python object. B is like this. And what is this now? Float 64. What is the float 64? Internal data type of what? Come on, C language. But we never bother about it. Simply remember as float. Into float to bool, you can forget. You remember the super type is called object. So dimension is nothing like this. It is also applicable for what? True, false. That is called bool also same. Complex also same. Let me go to the A is equal to. Now I'm writing one more here. I will write it now. Be careful, students. A is equal to what again I am writing? Python I am writing. Python also called single value now. This is called single value. Type of A, str of A. Be careful here. Shape, endim, D type is an important. When I take Python here, Python is containing how many letters? Six letters. You get the letter called what? U6. Depends on the length of the string. U will come. That is called universal representation. How many letters are there? You will get that U6. If my string length is a 4, U4 you will get it. If my string length is 10, U10 you will get it. Are you following me? So that U represents what? Unique character representation. Try to run this code. What is happening? You try to see. My dear students, of course it is containing. Of course, A I will write it. A, it is printed like that. Now see that now students here, follow me. Value of A is called Python. And the content of B, ND object. D type of what? U6. Are you following me? What is U6? Unicode character. What is the 6 represents? Number of characters. How many characters are there? Six. And shape of B nothing and size of B is 1. There's another only one element is there. Are you following me? So overall conclusion is what? I can convert all fundamental types and these type of things into which type? ND array whose dimension is, come on, 0. Whose shape is empty. Whose size is 1. These are all important. D type and all those things are called attributes. All these things I said. What are the attributes you spell out first of all? How many attributes are there? Read out. One, D type, name, shape, size, item size. All these things you must call with respect to what? ND array object. ND array object dot attribute name you will use it. Are you able to follow now? Right. Coming to the point of it. Coming to the point of it. So, uh, Sai Varan, my dear student. So you are praising me. Thank you. But if any student praising now, so I'll get fear little bit because so much responsibility I'm taking. Still, so many responsibilities will increase once you start praising it. Now, anyhow, I want to announce one small thing. I want to announce one small thing. So the moment I want to announce, so he's praising me. So now I'm getting dilemma whether to announce this or not. So now I will go for announcement tomorrow. That is holidays I'm announcing. So I'm announcing Pongal holidays. So whether you will go to home or not, I don't know. So I'm going to my native place. So come to the point of it. So now I will go to the place. Here I am writing 11th, tomorrow 11th, no? 11th. 11th John, I already said in the morning time also, January 2025, 2, 2, that is Saturday. So come to here 18th, 18th January. నేను సెలవులు ఇచ్చిన చదువుకోండి కాలేజీలో చదువుకోనంటే ఈ పాటికి మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్లో ఉండే డౌన్ సో when I said this now, she's seeing like that. Already in college, if you do that hard working, by the time you are in Microsoft in IBM, so 2025. So here another Saturday. This is 19th anyhow Sunday. 19th January anyhow Sunday. Sunday. That is also taken as holidays. So that is next class is on. Next class is on 20th. This is the 20th January. That is my timetable. And you have seen from 3 months onwards, you have seen your journey with me. I did not take a single holiday. Have you observed it? So because I have to go every yearly once or twice. So with a 1 week, definitely we have to go. Out of these many days, not having single holiday, coming daily to the class, really appreciable or not? Right. So those who are taking classes along with me here and there, the colleagues, every week once they will take, or monthly twice or thrice they will take. But I used to take my classes very perfectly. And next class is on 20th Jan. And in this time, if anybody is not going anywhere, don't roam here and there, Hyderabad, north one side, south one side, all the corners, don't try to move. Don't try to use junk food and all. Go to home and try to come to the class on 20th January. Okay? Right. This is what we are going to. So, right. Sai Kiran, even though sir not feeling well, sir. So, well, sir. Sir used to come to class without fail. So, sir used to come to the class without fail. Okay, Sai Kiran. Thank you. So now I'll go to Harshit. Thank you, my dear students. This is a holidays and you enjoy it, but read the notes daily. That is an important. Even though holidays are given, daily once you need to read. Right. Thank you, Nasser. Thank you. Now you will move to the further. Huh? Others, sir, yes, sir. AP side Sankranti is a big festival. You must go to your native place, sir. Happy vacation, sir. Thank you. So now and that too, our village, small, small in the sense, small in the sense, what is the population you expect? What is the population you expect? 1,000 members will be there, and well greenery, everything is so nice. And when you go to that, different feeling will come. Friends, childhood friends, not BTech friends like BTech friends, very danger friends. So, so that's why students come to the point of it. So, Bharat Shinde, Maharashtra, not holidays, sir. Only one day. Only one day. Hmm? Only one day, sir, Sankranti. Only one day, na? Okay. So, who is this? Yunus, I'm coming to spend this vacation with you in your native place. Yunus, most welcome. You come, all of you come along with me. You come, all of you come along with me. So, on behalf of you, I will conduct one small competition in our village. On behalf of you, on behalf of my students. So, uh, re- I saw your place in Google. I saw it shows some. Okay, you come all of you along with me. We'll keep one fun competition with all our relatives, all the people. You just enjoy that. Okay, want to come? Right. Start. Okay, students. Now come. Mm. Uh, Liaquat, Liaquat. Please provide your Python notes, sir. We will read in holidays. Definitely, ma. Definitely. I will. I will. I will definitely will give you my notes. But only thing is, these notes actually I want to give it, but the notes I will give you not at this moment. After making the admin, the batch is fulfilled, batch is streamlined. That I will be giving it. So I can give it. Its files are ready. Files are ready. Already it is recently finished batch. Part one and part two ready. I just want to keep it. But only thing is our Google Classroom becomes full. Storage problem will be coming when I keep such a big files. So I will keep it a separate link I will create and I will give you after 1 week. I will give you. It means after coming out of the vacation, I will give you this. My dear students, and don't feel that sir is not giving now. I will give my notes compulsory to you. Don't worry about it. Now move to the further. Is it understandable now? Come on. Now I will go for now. Other 1,000 people mean you know everyone there, sir. Yes, I know everyone. I know everyone, but they don't know me. I know everyone, but I don't know. They don't know me, right? Because when I was a student, I was there in the village. Elders knows before me they know. Below your age, people don't know me. Above my age, they know because I was there in the village during school days and all. After that, intermediate onwards, whoever is born, they don't know me. So half of the people knows, half of the people don't know me, right? Like that. Okay, no problem. If you know me, that is more than enough. Come to the next one. Range data type, I will take it. Continuation part of it, range data type. In the data types, come to the range. Bytes and byte arrays significance is different. It is for end-to-end encryption purpose. We used to use in charting level of applications in the networking. Range data type, I will take it. Come to the next important range data type. R is equal to range of I am taking 10 here, or I am taking something like something like 11 I am taking, or some 12 you take it. There I am printing R, comma what here? Type of R I am writing. Type of R I am writing. It is called the range of what? 0 to 12. Range is coming. How do you print this data here? For, for, you know that already, value in where or print of this value here. Print of this value, end is equal to some space you do it. It is going to print all the values like this. And if we print like this, it is going to print the value something like 1 to 11 like this. This I want to convert into which type? ND array. ND array I want to convert it. How do you convert into ND array now? Come on, convert which object? Range object. Range object into end array. End array object. Range object is already present in our Python. Already it is present in our Python. Come on to the point. A is equal to, come on, np dot array of, what is that? R. Be careful, students. I'm using only this first object here always. Very soon I will come to the D type also. Now coming to this point. Here I'm writing it and print these attributes and everything now. Be careful. Try to follow me carefully. Here I'm writing. Here I'm saying it. Content of what? A. So you are writing A. And a type of A. It is a type of A. And next is called what you are writing, students. And a data type of A, which is going to be A. A contains which type of values? Integer data only. You will get int type. And a type of D type of A. And a dimension of A. Tell me now what is the dimension? 1. 1. Why 1? Because the range of values are coming like this. 0, 1. So up to what? 11. So this is in the end array object even because I was converted. These are the having indexes like other objects. How to access this zeroth element? A of 0, like indexing. A of 1, A of minus 1. So I'm using one index here. That's why whose dimension is called 1. 1. Very, very important. How do you decide the dimension? Based on the accessibility index, right? So dim is called 1. Shape, A dot shape. Shape is how much? Shape can be taken as how many elements are there totally? Come on, 11. You will be getting, that is 0 to 11 means how many? 12. 0 to 11 means you will get 12. So 12 comma, you will get it. 12 comma. This is called a tuple representation, 12 comma. It is either in the row format, it is available. 12 comma represents it is a one dimensional format. Size of B, that is the size of A, is nothing but 12 will be printed. Shape will be printed as what? 12 comma, like this. Size is going to be called what? 12. Dimension is called what? 1. 1. So try to follow me now. Here I'm going to run this. Observe it carefully. Range data type. Content of that is printed here. Content of this is printed. And the next is called a D type, ND array. Data type of ND array elements is int type. Dimension is called 1. Shape is called 12 comma. Size is called what? 12. I hope you are following me. Good. Students, I'm going to apply the same content only, students, the same content only. What I am doing first time you are seeing now, D type I am applying here, D type. Where I am applying the D type? Here only. D type is equal to, D type is equal to, syntax you observe here. Object comma what? D type. So I'm going to take it. Here I am applying. So there I am writing D type is equal to, what you are writing? Float. You need not write float 32 now, float 64 or float 16 now, you need not write. Later I will tell you how to typecast float 64 into what? Float 32. Float 32 into what? Int 32. How to typecast it? I'm going to tell you. How to typecast the internal data types of our C language in the Numpy, I will tell you. There is a function name called what? As a type function is available. What is the function name? As type. Is also very, very important. So come to the point of it. Slowly I'm entering. Or treat all the elements of range is what type? Float type. These are printed as what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is which type? Now I'm going to write which type? Float type. That will print as what? 0 point, 0 point, 1 point, comma 2 point, comma 3 point. Like that it is going to be going on printing. It is going on printing like this. Are you following me? So 0 point, 1 point means it is called which type? Float type. Observe it, float type. So there I am writing it, students. 0.1 point something like this it is printing. 12 comma. A is 12. Still dimension is 1 only. Float 64. Earlier is called what? Into 32. You can also represent this as like this, students. You can also represent like this. There is no doubt in that. You can say simply like float, you can write it. You can write like this also. R comma array of A comma what? Like this also you can write it. So it is also going to be printed as what? Same to same answer is coming. And I want to take the range of values from which type, which place onwards I want to take it from, like this I want to take it. What is this now? 10 comma 21 comma 2 I am writing. Do you know the meaning of that? Range. What is the meaning of range? Range comma stop comma step. Other batch students, please take care, ma. Range comma stop comma step. What is the meaning? 10 comma 21 comma 2. Starting with a 10. 10 plus 2 is called a 12. 12 plus 2 is called a 14. 14 plus 2 is called a 16. 16 plus 2 is called a 18. 18 plus 2 is called a 20. 20 plus 2 is called a 22. Will not come because you said stop at where? 21. So that will give you, it takes the elements from start to stop minus 1 with the equal interval of value called what? Step. I used to give three syntaxes in the class. Range of value, range of start comma stop, range of start comma stop comma step. Multiple examples I used to explain. Multiple examples. Why I am showing all these things is because other batch students should not feel that, sir, where is this concept? Because that many syntaxes generally most of the people will not cover except my class. And there if you go to it, there if you go to it, and here that's why I decided to give my notes for you people, for you enhancing your skills. If we come to the sequence type, if we go to the range data type, here syntax number one, what are the range properties first of all, and there I'm going to take range of value and range of start comma stop. Here it is the example, range of start comma stop comma step, and you see that example. Almost 11 to 12 examples discussed. All questionnaires, 11 to 12, varieties of examples, all different examples, almost 11, 12, 13, miscellaneous examples, so many number of things. See that examples. How to generate the number plating system of our Telangana state government, number plating system, and all the multiplication tables. Are you following me? How to generate SBI account, how to generate the credit card numbers, all those things you can take with a range data type. Are you following me? Right. If you take your BTech college, roll numbers you take it. Roll number generation also can be done by what? Range concept only. Right. Come to the point back. This is about the range data type. Are you following me now? Right. What is the dimension, ma? What is the dimension? See, 10, 12, 14 like this. What is the dimension here? 1. How many elements are there? 6. What is the size? Good. Now, students, you need not to mention. If I don't write the data type, it is by default what? Come on. If I don't write the D type, what is the data type by default? Come on. Int. Int type it is going to be. Int type it is going to be. Now I want to go for resizing my ND array. What are the elements? 6. What are the dimension? 1. Now I am going to go for reshape. Already I said, briefly I said, now I am going to reshape the ND array elements. To reshape the ND array elements, there are two approaches are there. What is the first approach, ma? What is the first approach? Number one, by using, number one by using, number one by using which function? Reshape of ND array object, ND array object. Second one is by using what? By using what here? Shape attribute. By using shape attribute. By using shape attribute. Number one by using what do you know? Number one by using reshape of ND array. Number two by using what? Shape attribute. Shape attribute. Are you able to follow? Reshape ND array elements. So now I am using reshape this ND array elements or not? How many elements are there? Six elements. So, what is the possibility of rearranging six elements, which I said already? 3 into 2, 2 into 3, 1 into 6, 6 into 1. This is the reshaping mechanism. So, now I am going to take it, reshape, reshape the six elements of six elements of, because already you have done this. Briefly, I said six elements of ND array, ND array by using which function? Reshape function. How do you do that now? Students, go to that. It is called A. A. I'm going to write it. A dot. What is that? Reshape of. I need to pass the dimension value. That means it is a 1D now. I'm converting into what? 2D. Reshape six elements of ND array as what? 3 into 2 or what? 2 into 3, 2 into 3 or what here? 1 into 6, 1 into 6 or what? 6 into 1. 6 into 1. These many ways you can go for it because this product is equal to what? 6. If I go for other than this, you will get what? Value error. You already seen that in the class. That's why forget about the last. What I'm explaining now is important. 3 comma 2, you see, it is converted into 3 comma 2, but the elements are still containing what? A. If you see, A, if you see, content of A, which is going to print old data only, that is a single dimension data only printed. What to do now? If I want to make it permanent, what to do? You have to write the same thing. You have to write the same thing and keep it in where? A itself. Now print A. Print of A. Is it printed or not? That time you print the dimension, students. You print the dimension, ma. You print it. Here you come. Here you come. And then see. Here I am going to write it. Print the content of it. Dimension of it. Everything you see. Print the dimension of it. Everything you see. Now here everything is different. So this is going to be 1 minute, ma. I'll write backslash n. I'll write backslash n. It is printed. Content of A. It is printed. What is the dimension? How many rows? Come on. 3 rows. How many columns? This is called what? Shape. Shape. What is the dimension? 2 dimension. What is the shape? 3 comma 2. What is the size? 6. Are you understanding the clarity here? Earlier shape is what, ma? 6 comma. Size is also what? 6. A little confusion was there. Now it is clarity, I think so. What is the shape? Size? 6. I think you are getting. Dimension is 2. Two parts are there. Rows, columns. How many size? What is the size? 6. Clear? Well, go to the next. Go to the next. The same mechanism. Already you understood now. Here you need to say 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3. And the same data. You see that. What is that? Same thing. Only shape is different here. Are you seeing the content now? Right. Next I'm going to take up. Next I'm going to take up 1 into 6 or 6 into 1. 6 into 1. What is the 6 into 1? 6 rows. That is nothing but what? 6 rows like this. It is just like a single column, like a column it is showing. Now be careful, ma. So be careful. Are you following me? Everything is showing in this format or not? Right. What is the dimension 2? 6 comma 1. Size is what? 6. Be careful. Now I'm going to take 1 into 6. You be careful. 1 into 6. You must answer me. 1 comma 6. What is the dimension? What is the dimension? Come on. What is the dimension? 1, 2, 3, 0. Good. Who is that? Who is that? 0. Who is that? Good. Really good. Raise your hand. Really good. Leppana ఎవరైనా? Who is that person? Stand up. I found that. Stand up. Stand up. Good. Really good. Make him stand up. లేపండి నేను. Make him stand up. Who is that? Spets backside. Spet student backside. Is it last one? Above, before, right? Before the student. నాకు అర్థమైంది. బ్లాక్ షర్ట్ పక్కన. లేమ్మా. Stand up. You said? No. You only said? Okay. Actually, you're a good student. How come it is? Actually, you're a good student. Sometimes good students also become like that. Want to go to home? Huh? Sit down. So now it is also going to be two dimension only. Generally, students will think that 1 comma 6 means they will think one row only. It is as good as by default showing like this. But that time it is shape is called only one shape is there, but it is two things you mentioned it. So be careful, ma. Dimension is also like that. Normally only defining, you observe it. Inside of it, inner list is taking. Inner list is taking. When it was a dimension is one, earlier when you look at, it is going to be like this. Are you observing the elements? It is without anything, just normally showing. But when you come down to this place, it is showing in where? Inner part it is showing. Are you understanding? So that's why dimension is called a 2 and it is called 1 comma 6 like this. Clear or not clear? Now, suppose if I want to convert into what? One dimension. If I want to convert into one dimension, very, very simple. How do you do that? How do you do that? So now you are trying to do A dot A is equal to A dot shape of what? Will you say like this? No, not possible. That means what is the meaning of this is now I want to convert. I want to convert. Be careful. I want to convert what? Two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array into what? One dimensional array. Which function is not useful? Reshape can't be used. Can't be used. So to do this, what we do? To do this, we use what? Shape attribute. What is that attribute? Shape attribute. Now I'm going to use the shape attribute. How to use, sir? A dot, come on, shape is equal to shape is equal to 6 comma, I will write it 6 comma. What is the 6 comma? Only 6 elements. Treat them as 6 elements. In where? A. Now press enter key. It is done. Print the data as usual. Print the data as usual. Here I am going to write it. See students, here I am going to print it. Content of A, it is as usual coming to the normal or not? What is the dimension, ma? 1. What is this now? 6 comma. Did you understand? Now, sir, you may ask a question. Sir, can I use shape attribute for 2D? Yes, you can use it. So convert what now? Last and final. Convert 1D to what? 2D. 2D. By using which attribute? Shape attribute. By using shape attribute. So important question. Come on, fast. A dot shape is equal to A dot shape is equal to. Come on, what is the number of elements? 6 na 3 comma 2. I will write like this. If you practice more, you will be getting it. So as long as Numpy is listening, it is so easy. But once you start practicing na, it starts difficulty. So here I am writing it. Print the data here. Now I am going to write it. Try to run this code. Now we are getting what? Are you following me? Two dimension like this. Clear or not clear? Right. Now I want to create. Directly I am asking. Create 16 elements. Create how many? 16 elements. Tell me how do you create 16 elements? 16 elements I want to create. Come on. A is equal to np dot array of range of what? 4 comma 4. 4 comma 4. That is nothing but 16. In simple words, I can say what? 16. 0 to 15 will come or not? 0 to 15 is called what? 16. 0 to 15 is nothing but 16. So print that Print the dimension of it. Everything you print it. Here I am going to write it. See the data. I am getting 0 to 15. Total elements are what? 16. Now I want to reshape it. Come on, 16 elements can be reshaped into 2D, 3D, ND also. Come on, convert, convert the above 1D data, 1D data into 2D, 2D. How do you do that? A dot shape is equal to 4 comma 4, 4 comma 4. Same. Print that. It is going to give you rows, 4 rows, and then what? 4 columns. Now convert into the above 2D into what? The above 2D. 2D into what? 3D. 3D. What is the 3D you want? Total 16 elements now. Now 16 elements means what? 2 comma 4 comma 2. 2 comma 4 comma 2. Online students. Online students. Respond all of you. 2 comma 2 comma 4 comma 2. By using which attribute? Shape attribute. If you multiply them, it has to match with the number of elements. If I don't match it, you will get which error? Value error is coming or not? Tell me, students. 2 comma 4 comma 2. Say 2 comma 4 comma 2. I'm writing like this. Do it. Now I'm going to write it. Observe it carefully. Two matrices are coming. With each matrix contain 2 rows and 4 rows and 2 columns. One more way is called what? 4 comma 2 comma 2. What is the meaning of 4 comma 2 comma 2? 4 matrices with the 2 rows and simple. So I will go for what? This is a 2D. Convert the above 2D into what? 3D. Let me go to the same once again to. Once again to. Convert into like this. Go to 4 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. 4 matrices totally with 2 elements are going to come. Are you getting it? First matrix, second matrix, third matrix, fourth matrix is coming. Dimension is called what? 3. Why dimension is 3? Student. Number of matrices, number of rows and number of columns. 16. You take any data science student, ask this question once. Please check this. Data science, some people are learning. Ask this question. How do you convert 2D into 3D? How do you convert the 3D into 1D? Just to check it. Nothing is done. Nothing is costing. You ask that. Who is learning AI also you ask this question. Simply out of. Now I'll go to compulsory. I will go to convert what? 3D. 3D. Above 3D into what? 4D. 4D. These are all called 3D related. Go to convert the above 3D into what? 4D. As what? Like this. 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. What are the first two clusters? What are the second two? Yes. What are the next two? Next, right. Something like this you see. This is called India. This is called India. In India, this is called what? North India. This is called South India. South India. Are you following me? What is this? India is now two dimension. Two dimension. North India and South India. In North India, what is happening? States. North India, what? States. States. South India, states. Again, what is that? Madhubabulo. This one, India, India, comma what? North India. And then what? States. What is this? Is called 3D. For this also, South India and who states? India, South India, and then who states? Is called what? India, North India, states, and then mandals. One state, mandals. What is that? 4D. Like that, if you go on elaborating, if you just think by yourself, number of dimensions will be prepared. So the administration from the state level, how it is disseminated to the village level is by division of the employees. It is called matrix division only. Are you able to follow now? Right. That is called hierarchy of the things maintaining. So now students go to that. Now I am writing 2 comma 2 comma 2. We are going to write it. So try to run this now. We are going to use it. 2 comma 2 comma. Dimension is called what? ఇక్కడ చూడండి. One thing you look at. This is called one matrix. This is called one more matrix. This matrix is for this cluster. This cluster. This is called one cluster. Are you following me? This is called what? One more matrix. This is called one matrix. This is called one more matrix. This is called one cluster. This is called one cluster. This last bracket is for this beginning bracket. This is called India. This is North India. This is called South India. Are you following me? Something like that. Now, dimension 4. This many. Nobody will ask 4 dimension. Nobody will ask 4 dimension. They will ask up to 3D only. But even in the industry, there is only 3D processing is there now. They will ask you 5D. అప్పుడు ఏం చెప్తారు మీరు 5D? What is that? There is no alternative name for cluster. It is for cluster. One more cluster will be there. That is outer cluster contains what? Here I am writing 5 comma 5. For example, like this I am writing 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. What is the meaning of it? Actually, these are called cluster matrices. Rows and what? This is called what? That is another outer cluster. How many outer clusters? Contains how many clusters internally? 2. Actually, 2 outer clusters. Outer cluster contain 2 clusters. Each cluster contain 2 matrices. Each matrix contain 2 rows and 2 columns. That is one cluster. Second cluster also containing 2 inner clusters, 2 matrices each cluster, and 2 rows and then 2 columns. Totally, how many elements are there? 5. Madhubavulu. Here 16 over na 32 elements will be there. 5 ఎట్లా అవుతాయి అన్న? 5 ఎట్లా అవుతాయి? That is called dimension. 5 is called what? Dimension. Number of elements are what? 32. So 32. 32 will be expressed as what? 2 to the power of 5. 2 to the power of 5. Simple. So already this 2 to the power of 5, everything was explained in the exponentiation operator, bitwise operators. 2 to the power of 4, 4 bits, 2 to the power of 5. Already things are explained. So why confusion? Are you following me now? Right. This is related to what? Range object conversion. Now I am entering into the next. After that, what? List. Let us take the list elements also. Come on now. Convert what? Convert which elements? Because array function is little bigger one. Once you understand array function in detail, other things will be dead easy. Now I am going to take it list. Be careful. Convert list object into which type? Into which object? ND array object. ND array object. Simple. LST is equal to, as usual, 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 50 60 70 80 90. Like this, these are my elements. Range object will give you what? Consecutive elements. If I want different elements to be taken like that, you can take it. How do you take this now? Convert into ND array. Same to same. Same to same. Go for convert into this. Here I am writing it. I will be taking here content of L. Content of L. These are all looking like a normal Python class only, because already we did very biggest code in the Python logics. So here I will write it. Type of LST. Type of LST. And here I am writing type of LST here again. LST, return it. Here I am writing it. Done here. Now execute it. Now convert it. How do you convert? NP dot array of LST. LST. So whatever the data you mentioned it, same thing will be coming. Dimension is also called 1. Number of elements 9. Shape is like this. If I want to treat them as which type? Float type. Float type. What do you do simply? I'll go for what here? Comma. What I'll write simply? Float I will write it. Float I will write it. So that you are getting everything 10 point, 20 point like this. If I want to write it, reshaping, a dot what here? Shape is equal to 3 comma 3. 3 comma 3 you write it. And after that you print this content. After that you print this content. So it is getting reshaped it. Are you following me now? It is which type now? Float is taken it. You can make it as what? Int type also. Getting my point? Right. So it is called what? Two dimension. To print this, why this is two dimension? One is what? Rows and columns. One more is zeroth row, first row, second row. Zeroth column, first column, second column. How do you access 50? To access 50, you need to pass two dimensions. One is a row number, one is a column number. Easy. 1 comma 1. How many dimensions? How many indices you are passing? That's why it is known as what? Two dimension. If you want to go for three dimension, what do you need to pass? A of matrix number, that matrix row, and that matrix column. That will give you what? Three indices you are passing. That's why it is known as what? Three dimension. Four indices. Cluster ID, matrix ID, row ID, column ID. Four. That's why it is called what? Four dimension. One element. Will you pass index? That is called what? No index. No index means what? Zero index. That is called zero dimension. Got it? Huh? Simple. Online students. So, Sudha, sir, please show. Once again, receipt, sir, I did not get it. Simple, ma. So here, I will go for tuple. With a tuple, I will show. Are you following me? And one more example I want to show you. See, students, LST is equal to, here I am writing 10 comma, row RS comma, here I am writing 34.56 comma, what I am writing now, 2 comma, 2 plus 3j I am taking it. 2 plus 3j. What is the content of this LST? Content of this LST, as you already mentioned it, whose type is what? Different types you are taking internally, right or not? Different types. Now I want to convert into ND array. How do you convert into ND array? If I convert into ND array, how they are converting, students? A is equal to np dot array of LST, which is converting everything into ND array in the similar type it is converting. Which type it is converted? Int type of, float type of, str type of, boola, complex. Higher type it is promoted automatically. That is called auto. That is called promotion. We can call implicit typecasting will be done to higher type, which is what type? str. So print that a once. Print that only content of a you print it. Only content of a you print it here, students. Here you write it. You see, mom, it is printed. You try to print the D type also. Print the D type here. A dot D type I want to print. Data type of that I want to print. Here I will write data type. I will print the data type. What I said it will print? Come on, I said what? It is going to express the data in the form of what? U. Because you see, everything is there in the form of what? Come on. What is this? A 10 type actually? U32. U32. Why U32? It is actually int 32. Now it is taken as what? U32. What is this is called? U2. Udubavulu. What is the two? Two letters. Two letters. Like that. U64. U64. These are all. Why this is 32? Into 32. Expressed in the form of what? Unicode. Unicode characters mechanism. So see that now it is going to be U64. Why U64? This is called U32. U2. U64. This is U1 boolean. This is called U64. Internally, each value of a complex number is what? Float. In my explanation, I said. In my explanation, I said. Completely eating nails. Third day, I'm telling. Try to take something. Try to do something. I'll keep a belt to his hands. That too, you are sitting in front of me, completely busy. As girls are busy with noodles, veg manchuria, everything. They're complete. Why? Very bad habit that is. Try to take something. So here, U64. Did you understand why U64? Come on, guys. What is the type? Actually, int type. Int type means int 32. Now it is converted into what? That is actually known as what? str int. In my Python class, str int, str float, str bool, str complex, pure str. Already done now, students. Numpy dead easy. It is called represented with 32 bit. It is taken as what? U32, U2, U64. Which one is the bigger? U32 bigger, U2 is bigger, U64 is bigger. So higher type is taken as a total data type of the elements. Okay, now, right. Easy. Online students, did you understand? Did you understand this now? Now go to the next. Go to the next. I will go to this easy, not a difficult. Don't feel difficult. Here I am writing. Today, I don't want to convert into the type like that. I will write D type is equal to what, ma? Object. I'm not treating as what? U64, U32 like that. I want to treat it as a super type of every type. What is the type? Object. See students, what is the type? It is treated as it is as the elements only, but internally they are treated as what? Object. This is a very important. Int 32, float 64, just forget about it. Nobody will care about it. Object. What is the super type of every type? That is only the important. Did you understand, students? Right. Now I want to. How many elements are there here? Come on. Five elements are there. Five elements are there. Let me take one more element here. One more element I will take it. Sudha, now listen, ma. Now I will take one more element called what you know. Python, I am going to take it. Python. Six elements are there. Six elements are there. I want to reshape it. What is the dimension here? What is the dimension now? Forget. You forget that. Muddu Bavulu. So if I say one thing, you are forgetting another thing. So here you try to execute. What is this now? What is the dimension? 1. Now I need to reshape or not? Reshaping means what? Rows and matrix format I want to convert. Six elements can be reshaped as what? 3 rows and 2 columns, or 2 columns and 3. Sudha, listen, ma. Now I am going to say, tell me, a dot reshape of 3 comma 2. 3 rows and what? 2 columns. This is going to display that 6 elements into that format what you are writing it. So that is going to be happening like this. What is the D type? Why D type object? Because you mentioned already D type is object. Everything is treated by these elements as which type? Object type. Getting up? But still the A contains what only? Original elements only. But I want to go for permanently changes or not. How do you do? Take that, take that, and keep it into A. Easy that is. So print that entire data. Print this entire data now like this. You print these elements here. Done. Now I got it. This content of the dimension is called 2, and same shape and size is like this. I hope you are following me. So I think so that you understood ma. This can also be done with what? A dot shape also. That time you need not to go for A is equal to A dot reshape and all those things you need not to do. This is related to what? List. Tuple also same. Tuple also same. Are you following me? Right. Tuple also same. If you take this kind of thing, tuple also exactly same. Now I'm going to take it. That also. Only bracket I will change it. That means don't think that it is called LST. It is a tuple only. And see this content. Everything is same. It is a tuple only. Converted like this. Dimension is 1, 6 comma. Okay now? Now be careful. Now I'm entering into the set. Set I am taking. Be careful. S is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50 comma 60. 60. Be careful. Now I am going to take it. No time to be taken here. So I'm going to take up now. Content of LS, content of what? Set. Content of S is equal to yes I am taking. Yes I am taking. Type of S I am taking. Type of S I am taking. And then C, print the data, which is which type? Set type. Set elements are not maintaining the order. Set never maintains the order. Don't know? No, no, you know. New batch student. Other batch student. Don't know? You know why? Sequence means what? Order, na? Sequence means what? Order. Sequence meaning, please put the elements in sequence means what? Order. Now, set never maintains order. Why? This I am talking for other batch student. Why? It won't maintain the order. Right. Because the set elements can be written in any one of the order. So, not unordered collection, not like that. Set elements can be written in any of the order. Union, you take it. Union. Because if I want to explain all those things now, it is very difficult for me because I used to explain almost 6 to 7 hours about that concept. Sure. That is what your selection of the faculty is very important. Set data type. You see set data type. What is set? Purpose of set, notations of set, syntax for that, types of set, memory management, predefined functions, programming example, inner set, predefined functions, nested set, combination of set with set, set with list, set with tuple. The predefined functions you see, mind blowing. Add function, next ins remove function, like that discard function, like that 17 functions. 17 functions. See, 17 functions, 16 functions. Sir, where is that? You can go to help. Help of what? Set. If it says total functions are available. So where we used to discuss that, here I used to mention the properties. An object of set never maintains insertion order because PVM displays any one of the possibility of elements. On that I used to explain union. Union of elements can be written in any of the order. When you write online test, JEE mains you take it. In one session, same questions will come, but not going to be the same order it is coming. Different student terminals will contain different order. ABCD order also going to be different. There is nothing but that time I will use which implementation? Set implementation I will use it. This type of examples required. Problem statement. Problem statement. See, problem statement using set of cricket players, set of tennis players. With the set functions, with the set functions, ఇంకా ఇది బ్యూటిఫుల్ బిగ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇన్ ద కంపెనీస్ విత్ bitwise operators. No teacher will tell bitwise operator. Even your teacher also did not say bitwise operators. Set operations with bitwise operators. Wonderful. Venn diagrams concept. Venn diagrams concept. In our 10th class, 9th class, with when you go to any analysis project, application development, you will come across. Okay. Anyhow, that's why I decided to give my notes to all the Numpy students who are coming in all my batches. I used to give that. Okay, no issue. And coming to this place, now I am converting it. Now I am converting into which type? Which type? Array of what? Yes, yes, object. Okay, converted. Students. Now when it is converted, yes is printed. What is the D type? Quick. What is the D type? D type students. Yes, set elements are converted into what? ND array. What is the type? Int 32. What is the dim? What is the dim? 1. What is the shape? Come on. 6. Size. 6. That is the wrong answer. Because you are saying one dimension. You know, in my Python class, set on set object, we cannot perform indexing and slicing. No indexing and slicing is possible. Obviously, all the set elements are coming in the form of ND array. In single element only it is coming. It is not coming the elements with indices format. Very frequently asked question this is. See the dimension you expected, one shape, all those things expected. No shape, no dimension. Why? Everything treated as a single element only. Beautiful. Size is called what? Dimension is 0, shape is nothing, size is 1. That entire set is treated as one element only because originally set never allows what? Indexing and slicing. Why indexing and slicing not allowed in set? Because we don't know the order of elements. That's why no indexing, no slicing. But internally memory management is there. With enumerate function it is working. Generally, faculty will not tell because faculty only don't know that. Because Python means don't think that anybody teaching Python, it is a Python only. It is not Python, it is a Python. Because when students don't know anything, we can make them to learn very perfectly. When they don't know anything, that is something like a white paper. It's a gold. We can prepare that unknown thing to any ornament. If you give a wrong person that gold to wrong person, you will prepare something which is not looking nice. Again, making it to raw gold, again preparing means lot of charges. That's why teacher is important in selection. So, why I'm saying all these things? Why I'm saying all these things? Because you have to realize what are the mistakes we do. Anything they say, you need to ask practically. You need to compare every time in the internet, first of all. Every day comparison is required with everybody. YouTube comparison, Jed comparison. Any tube you take it, you compare with our classroom daily. With examples, explanation, notes, everything. Generally, you have to satisfy. Otherwise, we should not satisfy. We should be so careful, right? So don't be try to be innocent. Are you following me now? Right. Dictionary. Now I'm going to take dictionary. Dictionary, I'm going to take it. Go to the dictionary. Last and final. Dictionary. So I'm writing here D is equal to 10 colon 10 colon 1.2, 20 colon 2.2, 30 colon 3.3, 40 colon 4.4, 4.4. Content of D. D. Type of D. Type of D. Okay. Now I want to convert into which type? ND array. Come on, convert into ND array. I'm converting into ND array. What a beautiful subject. So convert. So of what? D. D. Okay, printed. What is the D type? What is the D type? Int type, float type, int type or float type? Float type. Dimension 1. Say shape 4 comma. Size 4. Wrong answer. Why? Dictionary never maintains indexing. Already explained in the class. Dictionary మన పైథాన్ ఇండియన్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ అని ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. సో మై పైథాన్ నోట్స్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఇండియన్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఇండియన్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అ గైడ్ ఫర్ ఎవరీబడి. My Python for Python students, my notes is a guide. Anywhere you go, it will be done. See the index on on the object of what? On the object of index, we never contains an object of dict never contains. So we cannot perform indexing and so definitely what will not be there? Indexing and slicing. What is the dimension? What is the shape? What is the size? That's why no indexing, no slicing, no dimension. See how it is related Python with Numpy. Without knowing Python, is it possible to learn Numpy? Python strong knowledge. That's why Python teacher is a backbone for you. Any teacher is a backbone. That's all. Understand? Fine. So copying from Google and pasting this is not correct. What we explain, we should tell to the students open challenging. You compare anywhere. YouTube, XTube, Yellow Tube, White Tube, any tube is okay. By seeing this, you have to compare everywhere. Then you have to feel happy. Where is the best? Like that, always. Are you following? So finally, what I said, none type. None type is called what? Only one value called a none. That is called what? No dimension there also. Singly, we can go for it. That is also going to be called as zero dimension only. So we converted everything into what type? ND array object we converted in the form by using which function? Array. Now they will ask you, can I convert list into ND array? Yes, dimension is there. Set to dict int float bool complex str set to dict. If I convert into ND array, dimension is 0. Shape is empty. Size is 1. Remember, rest of them will have what? Dimension and then shapes will be there. These are the points you have to remember. Easy or difficult now? Easy. So this is my syntax. Are you observing the syntax? Where is the syntax? Variable name is equal to numpy dot array of object comma d type. So this much explanation is there. I can say in 1 minute, I can say, okay, over. Because of that, nothing will come. Because of this much of discussion, it will become perfect. Okay, now students. So I'll stop my class. Next, we'll meet on 20th January. Meantime, will you come with fresh mind or old mind? Old mind or fresh mind? Fresh mind, if you come, don't come here. You be there only. So if you come with fresh mind, I'll check there only, door side. I will knock the mind like this. If it is giving sound now, I will say go to home. If it is not giving any sound, first I'll check the brain of two girl students. I'll check first. If the brain is giving sound now, I will not allow. Those girls knows whose brain I will check it first. So be careful. Okay, students. And now, Rishi Sinha, sir, doubt in size. Size of an array from set and dict is coming 1. While after converting from list, we got a number of elements in list. So, number of elements in list, size of ND array, same. Number of elements in list is equal to what? Size of ND array is nothing but length of the list only. Number of elements in set is different from size of ND array. Modhu number of elements in set is different. Number of elements in set is how much? Here you see D. D size is how many? 4. LEN of D and ton. LEN of D, how many? 4. But size of ND array is what? 1. Why? That entire dictionary is stated as 1 only. Okay now? Sinha, my dear student. So, I hope you get it. So, Pranay, please tell admin to share today's class also. Class also, sir. We also revise again and again, sir. Okay. Pranay. So, today's class also what? Video or what? So, Rishi. So, Lakshmi, Srinivas, 3456. Sir, please upload today's class notes in Google Drive. Am I not uploading daily? Uploading or not uploading? Right. So I will upload daily the notes before 1 o'clock. I will, because I have next class already. Now it is 11 o'clock. People are waiting outside. So, Soyam Prakash, sir,